All right, let's dive into Ron and Ægir, the power couple of the Norse seas.
From the fires of Muspel to the storms of Asgard, the old stories awaken. Odin, the Allfather. Thor, god of thunder. Loki, the trickster. Freya, goddess of love and war. All the gods, all the legends. One epic saga.
Ron, her name literally means robber, waits beneath the waves with a woven golden net, snaring sailors and the treasures that sink with them. Ægir, her husband, is a sea giant too, but he's the hospitable one. Brewer of endless mead, host of the gods
Ran and Ægir, think of them as the power couple of the Norse Ocean. Ran's the one sailors whispered about. She lurks under the swells with a net-like rough rope, and when a storm takes a ship, she scoops the drowned and keeps them in her hull beneath the waves. Ægir, her husband, is different. He's a sea giant, but more host than hunter. Next time you hear the surf slam the rocks, Ron and Ægir. Visagas give them names like Dufa and Draven, and poets describe the sea as their shifting dance. Offerings to Ran and Ægir weren't about worship in a temple. They happened out on the water. Silver coin, a splash of ale, a promise whispered into the wind, little payments for safe passage, or at least a kind welcome if things went wrong, and that's the heart of them. The sea is family.
If you're enjoying the Norse mythology series, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And don't forget to hit the bell so you know when a new video is uploaded. It really helps my channel grow.
Nights they throw feasts beneath the waves. Ægir pours the strongest ale you've ever tasted, and Ran makes sure the table never empties, though you might want to keep an eye on that net of hers. The guests, sailors who survived a storm and those who didn't, all sitting side by side at the same bench. It's not paradise, not exactly. It's more like being invited into the family kitchen after she recently has creeped to speak. Ran's not just lurking for wrecks, she's the tide that claims what's adrift, the collector of lost stories. Coins and combs tangle in her net, but so do promises and final breaths. And Ægir, he keeps the kettle bubbling. He brews enough ale for the whole ocean and stirs it with a grin, the foam rising like new surf. Their 9 daughters, those waves you see racing each other to the family. Ægir pours, it's not just drink, it's welcome. He brews oceans of mead, enough to drown your worries and float your hopes. Every bubble is a toast. Their daughters, they're the messengers, the whitecaps that race you to shore, the rollers that slap the hull just to remind you who owns the water. Together they throw a feast where sailors and spirits sit side by side, where the sea itself...
Thank you so much for watching.